It's time for an Overreaction Monday as our San Antonio Spurs got blown out by 40 last night.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Let me just say, Spurs fans, I did not expect our guys to win last night, but I truly thought the days of getting destroyed were over, and losing by 40 and having the game being over, was it early in the third quarter, midway through the quarter? It's so hard to watch it, and it felt like last year all over again, where we just never had a chance. And Spurs fans, a lot of you said we're still a lottery team. Some have said we're a playoff team, somewhere in between. With this loss last night, I saw a lot of problems with the team, and certainly, even though it's only 3 games in, we're doing an analysis today. There's a lot of issues right now at the starting lineup. Do you think this is the sign we're going to see more games like this, or just as a one-off and we are better than we were last night? Let me know in the comments down below. Hit the thumbs up, like, support our channel, and subscribe to become part of this wonderful San Antonio Spurs community here on TSR Sports. Let's get into the whole point of making this video this morning. Let me drop this image down, and we look at last night's game. 123-83 just hurts, and we got outscored in every quarter. Even when I stopped calling the game with 5 minutes left because I was just exhausted last night. And usually the Spurs playing well keeps me awake, but it was just tough to watch. We even gave them the fourth quarter and ended up losing by 40. That being said, some problems with the team. The defense has been terrible at times. Sure, Wemby being there, giving us the block shots, it's looked great in moments and spurts. But overall, we still have a lot of defensive issues on this team. We're giving up way too many second chance opportunities. And then we look at the starting lineup of Collins, Sohan, Johnson, Wemby, and Vassell. It's been rough. Well, it looked good in the preseason and certainly gave the Golden State Warriors a lot of problems. Our unit is averaging over 15 turnovers a game right now. Just the 5 starters, not the team. As a team, you'd like to be 15 or less. Our starters only are averaging over 15 turnovers a game. The offense has been extremely inefficient with some horrendous three-point shooting. I didn't really realize how bad it was until I went to Basketball Reference and pulled up some stats for you. Check this out, Spurs fans. Let's start off with Zach Collins. 42% from the field. 0.67% from beyond the arc. 0.67. He's 1 of 15. Finally hit a three-pointer last night, but his three-point shooting has been abysmal. Unfortunately, the rest of the team has not been very good either. As we move down the lineup, Wemby, we figured he'd struggle as a rookie, shooting 45% from the field, which isn't terrible. He is struggling from beyond the arc, shooting only 23%. Like to see him take less threes moving forward, unless he's on fire and they're going in. Fine, but if he's 0 for 3, 0 for 4, calm down on the threes, get in a rhythm, hit some 2-pointers, and then maybe try a 3 later. As we move down the lineup, Keldon Johnson, who I thought efficiency would be much higher this season, has dropped. He had a horrible night last night. He hit his first shot and did not hit another shot. He's shooting only 42% from the field for the year and 33% from beyond the arc. A bright spot on our starting lineup when it comes to shooting is Vassell shooting 55% from the field. However, he's only shooting 31% from beyond the arc. So even he is struggling to hit the three-pointers. And last but not least, you don't mess with the Sohan. Jeremy is shooting under 40% from there. He's actually the worst shooter out there right now in the starting lineup. 39% from the field, 29% from beyond the arc. Spurs fans, that type of shooting just kills your floor spacing. And teams are picking up on it already. They're double-teaming Wemby at will, and it's working because Wemby, in only 27 minutes per game, is averaging just under 5 turnovers a game. He's averaging 4.7 turnovers. That is way too many. If I'm the opposing team's defense, I'm going to leave our guys open and dare him to hit the 3. Is there anybody you're really worried about except for Vassell? And even Devin's having trouble hitting the 3 this year. He was killing it in preseason, but so far in the regular season, the 3s aren't dropping for him. The mid-range 2's there, the short game's there, but the 3s aren't going in. We're not going to win games shooting like this. We are not. I don't know what the answer is, Spurs fans. Do we bench Keldon Johnson? Do we bench Jeremy? Do we bench Zach? Do we bench all of them? Of course, that is not going to happen, but it feels like last year. Yes, it's exciting to watch the Spurs and a fun time to watch a team develop, but that game last night just... it hurt my Spurs heart and my Spurs brain because I really didn't think I would see another game like that where we just got annihilated and embarrassed. And to make matters worse, we are annihilated and embarrassed by former Spur Kawhi Leonard. Joshua Primo's also there too, but he's still, I believe, on a 4-game suspension. I don't know what's going to happen. I think Spurs fans, what's going to happen over the rest of the season is we're going to start seeing different rotations, especially if we start seeing games like this. We got the Suns coming up. I don't know how they are injury-wise, but if they're full strength, Kevin Durant, Booker T, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, it could be rough Tuesday night and Thursday night. I'll be live for both games at 10. We'll be live, the channel, at 10 p.m. Eastern for both games, but I really worry we're going to see a repeat of maybe tonight in one of those games. And my goodness, if we see a repeat in both games, the Boobers are going to come out saying the Spurs, they're going to say Wemby's a bust and this, that, and the other, and it's not all on Victor Wembanyama. It's a team effort right now on how bad last night's game was. But we have that nice little blip, that nice little win over the Rockets in overtime that shows us what this team can do. And I do think it's not going to be, I personally think it's not going to be this bad moving forward. I do think the Suns games might be rough, but as the season progresses, as this unit starts to get, accustomed to each other, and once the unit figures out how, A, to stop turning the ball over, B, get maybe Wemby more involved in the offense, and C, play some D, we're going to be okay. But there's going to be a lot of growing pains, and last night was a massive growing pain, but it's still going to be a fun season. He is still going to do some things that make us go, holy crap, this guy, this is our franchise player. If he does stuff like this throughout the season, throughout the years, we are going to win a championship at some point if we have the right pieces around him. That being said, I do still think we're around a 38-win team. As the season progresses, that number may lower, but 38 wins probably going to make us a late lottery pick. And who knows? Maybe lightning strikes again 2 times. Hey, it happened for the Orlando Magic. Let's not forget. Let's talk about how the Magic won the first overall pick and got Shaquille O'Neal, and then the next year got it again and got Penny Hardaway. Could it Spurs possibly get the number 1 pick overall year if we are a lottery team and get our point guard of the future and now have our lineup set for the next decade? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But it'll be a fun ride no matter what happens. I'll be here. You know that. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Enjoy your Monday. Until next time, and as always, go Spurs, go.
And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I